Now, if you never knew anything about Christianity, and you walk into a big room and there's a big guy dead on a cross, you'd go, what are they talking about? They want to be happy? What's all this, friendship about, When you walk into a Buddhist temple, what do you see? You see somebody sitting quiet, with just a little smile. Not a big one. He's a little happy, not a big happy. And so I sense peace out of that. And peace for most people is boring. Because they say, well, how can life be fun if we have peace? Isn't life about the highs and lows? Isn't life supposed to be a roller coaster ride? The good and the bad. Well, when you're young, it should be that way. Yeah, but you know what? As you start getting older, you don't want it to be that way. You get tired of the roller coaster. You want to get off. You want to relax a little bit. You want to find that place that's inside of you. You don't want to be dependent on all the stuff on the outside to make you happy or to make you peaceful. Now, our country has done a really good job of making us happy by encouraging us to buy things. I think sometimes we are no longer citizens of America, we are consumers of America. And if we have the right computer or the right iPod, we will be happy until the next computer or next generation iPod comes out. And we have to buy that as well. So we are constantly looking on the outside for something that's already there. Now, if you look at a beautiful girl and fall in love, and you say, oh, I love you, I love you. You know what? That girl has nothing to do at all with your love. That love was always inside of you. She just reminded you that it was there. So we have this tendency to look on the outside to be happy on the inside. And the Buddha said, if you look on the inside, you'll find your own happiness. Now, I agree with you when you talk about everybody welcomes you and they hug you and where have you been and it's so great to see you, but they have a whole different model. They have the flock and the shepherd. So there's a lot of followers, a lot of sheep following the shepherd. And he's the guy that knows what to do. But they killed him in his 30s. They strung him on a cross. I'm going, whoa, what a terrible way to go. And did he really know? Why did they kill him? Well, God killed him. So other people could go to heaven and not have to suffer. When I came to Buddhism, it reminded me of cats. See, dogs like to go in a pack, And when I go into a meditation center, I see a bunch of people sitting quietly alone together. Okay? So, in Buddhism, they say the ultimate reality is that we are all interconnected and interdependent anyway. You just can't see the connection, but it's there. And as you meditate and your practice deepens, you start to see that everybody is connected to you, and everybody is part of your family, and everything you do affects them, and everything they do affects you. And selfish, yes, Buddhism is looked at as being selfish. All we want to do is save ourselves. But if we are all connected, and if we are all interdependent, as we save ourselves, we're also saving everybody else, because we're all in this together. You can't just save yourself because you're connected to everybody all the time. So they're helping you, you're helping them. Now, going through life, we have friends and we have family and we have lovers and we have buddies and we have all sorts of relationships going through life. But what's the first Buddhist wisdom? They're all impermanent. Number one, you find the perfect girl, you get married, you have a wonderful family. You know what? One day she will leave you. And you might say, no, she'll never leave me. One day she'll die. She won't be there anymore. No matter how many friends you have, no matter how many lovers you have, when you die, they are absolutely useless. They cannot help you die. The only thing that can help you die is the Dharma. It is your refuge. It allows you to let go of this world and get ready for the next world. So while we're growing and having fun in this world, it is nice to share. But we came into this world alone, and we're going to leave this world alone. And the Dharma allows us to be alone but not lonely. It allows us to be with other people, but to also encourage them to grow. You know, when people say, I really loved her and she wanted to leave and that's why I killed her, and you go, that's not love, that's lust, that's possession. If you really love that person you're with and she wants to go, you'll let her go because it's best for her. Now, Buddhism is very healthy when it comes to mind states. It allows you to love people and let them go. It allows you to love people and let them stay. It allows you to grow and mature as a human being and to appreciate the happiness when it arises, but not be dependent on it arising. To see that happiness is everywhere because happiness is always here inside. We always have that potential. So when I came to Buddhism, I grew up. You know, there's a PBS commercial that goes, public television, that says, I grew up watching public television. And then it says, oh no, I grew up because I was watching public television. So some people grew up being a Buddhist, but some people grew up because of Buddhism. And to go into a mature relationship with another human being, respecting them, loving them, being kind to them, encouraging them to grow in the way they need to grow, is very special. And Buddhism encourages us to do that. I don't see that sometimes in other religions. Now, I've done some weddings, and some people want to go into a wedding in a more traditional way. You know, we're in this together, and whatever you want me to do, I'll do, because I'm the wife and you're the husband, and da-da-da. Well, some women say, I will not say those words. That we're in this together, but I'm going to help you and you're going to help me. And in good times and bad, we're going to be partners in this. You know, that the woman being subservient, you know, and being lesser than the man is sort of old school now. Now everybody's equal. But being equal requires us to challenge ourselves, you know, because we appreciate the differences and we honor the connection. And we can grow together. So we can be happy, and we can be sad, and we can have pleasure, and we can have pain. And you know what? It's all okay, because that's what human beings do. And it's not about being a vegetable and letting stuff happen. It's about realizing that if you're going to die, you have to come to a place of acceptance. If you're going to live, and you need to do therapy like medication or physical therapy to get well, then you need to do that too. And why? We don't do it because it's the right thing to do. We don't do it because it's a good thing to do. We do it because people suffer. We don't help people because it's the right thing to do. Catholics do that. It's called social justice. And the Buddhists help people because they're suffering. That's it. If the people weren't suffering, we don't need to help them. And there's an organization in Taiwan run by a nun, global. You know, there's floods and earthquakes, and they're there first thing. Not because it's the right thing to do, but because people are suffering.